Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Home Service Hustle. I'm your host, Jonathan Bannister, and today I'm here with Tim and Vadim with Urbis Air, Plumbing, and Electrical. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so, there's a lot of interesting stuff here for the both of you. Y'all are based out of San Jose, California, and y'all have built a really fast-growing brand. And y'all say y'all did that by combining technology, smart marketing, and exceptional customer service. So I want to dive into those three things there. Let's talk about the technology part. What have y'all done on the technology part to help grow the brand?
So we use, first of all, CRM system, Service Titan, and we did a lot of work to make sure that Service Titan works well for both technician and for customer. Make sure that we send all necessary notifications, GPS locations, the estimates look good, the price book, which was built by Vadim, is comfortably to use. And then when you read the line items, we have all the pictures. And also we built a good follow-up system so customer can have necessary resources to have a communication with us. And if there are any issues, they can resolve them or they can comfortably contact us. And we actually worked a lot to make sure that customer journey works well within the company.
I love it. Did y'all do that internally, or I know Service Titan can be a beast of a software. Did y'all have to use a third-party company, or were y'all able to do it yourself?
Yeah, we kind of figured everything out ourselves by mistakes. But yeah, the Service Titan is a lot of work. We also have dedicated person just for Service Titan, that helps us. We spend a lot of time, building all the templates, have over 150 templates separate that, so technicians can pull their options very easy and very quick.
So you said, we said combining technology, smart marketing, and exceptional customer service. So I want to save the marketing for last because we'll talk more there. That's where I'll be able to talk the most shop with you guys. When it comes to exceptional customer care, what does that mean to y'all? And then what are y'all doing to teach and enforce that to your team?
So first, we try to hire people who actually naturally can care about people. This is something a little bit difficult, but you actually can sense when someone on the other end of the phone is just trying to do their job, or they're actually listening to you, taking all the notes and making sure to provide you with the best service. And then second, of course, we created good training system to make sure that everyone has good onboarding, and in any difficult situations they have access to again the resources, or they have some support. Basically hiring great people, giving them all the resources, and retaining them. I think this is where we have this type of this level of service.
I love it. Do y'all do regular, is it set training? With the techs, the installers, both, and the CSRs and the customer support team, is it something internally that y'all are working on a regular basis to keep that consistency throughout the company?
Yes. So we actually do a couple trainings weekly, for service techs. We do some communication training, technical training, twice a week. It takes a couple hours. Yeah. And we also have processes and procedures that they have to follow. And on every call, it's kind of hard to skip the steps. If you follow Service Titan forms, you have to take all the pictures to register all equipment, make customer, for installers that would be again using couple Service Titan forms, making sure that once they arrived, explain customer the process. They put all the floor covers. They took all the pictures before and after, and as they finish the job, they have comprehensive checklist where they take all the pictures, over 50 pictures of job completed, and all the information for the customer.
And is that something, guys, that I'd love to hear a little background of the two of you. Like, how did y'all come together at Urbis, and then what from y'all's past working at other places led y'all here? Was it because y'all worked at a great company and they did all this great stuff, or you worked for a company and they didn't do this stuff and it made the job harder for y'all, and y'all were like, you know what, when I have my own company, I'm going to make sure we have these checklists and things in place, because this just makes it easier for us and allows us to deliver a better quality service or product to our customers?
Yeah, we used to be roommates with Vadim. And then Vadim started working as a technician in another company. I was marketing graduate. I had experience working in a larger company, but in a different area completely. But I did have already pretty enough experience, and also I had experience in internet marketing. So all these things helped us to collaborate successfully to start Urbis.
Nice. And then is it Vadim? Is it you had the management leadership kind of background?
No, actually, no. I had to learn all this, by mistake. So, and yeah, I just was a technician. I felt like I'd done so much work that, I can open my own company, and it's going to be easy, but I was wrong. It's not easy at all.
So when did the company start?
About 6 years ago. We started 2019.
2019. So y'all went through the COVID era, right? And it had its challenges, but then have y'all noticed that there's been some almost like false predictions, when you're forecasting your growth, because y'all started in this time when it was kind of unrealistic numbers that weren't obtainable forever, right? I mean, you can only replace so many systems in your service area each year, and there was a lot of people that were replacing a lot of systems during COVID. There was a lot more usage. People were home more. Has that affected y'all with your projections and forecast of your growth here lately?
It's actually, so for our area, especially for our area, Bay Area, it's hard to predict, or project something, because this area heavily influenced by rebates. There is everyone cares about clean energy. They trying to ban the gas. I mean, there is already gas ban coming for all the water heaters in 2027 and for furnaces in 2029.
And so is that something that y'all market heavy to, is the rebates and things?
Yeah, we do focus on energy efficiency, on clean energy equipment, rebates, and smart integrations, because all this equipment has to communicate with each other.
Okay.
I'll just add, regarding the COVID, it actually helped us. That was the moment where our company started growing. After that, I would say we still had consistent flow of leads. We heard a lot of companies actually, they closed because the demand dropped significantly after COVID. But I would say that we had consistent flow of leads even after. And since 2019, we're kind of growing almost like 100% a year.
I love it. Congratulations. What is y'all's makeup on your revenue as far as how much commercial or light commercial compared to residential?
We do 100% residential. So no.
No commercial. Okay. And what about maintenance? How important is maintenance to y'all? What does y'all's club membership look like? How much is it? What do the people get with it? And then, how many of those do y'all have, and what has that growth kind of been like?
Yeah, we do have a home care plan, which is $24.95 a month,
Okay.
to $299 a year. And we provide 2 maintenance a year, including the water heater, basically plumbing, HVAC, electrical is covered. And we also provide VIP priority scheduling. We are responsible to be there within 48 hours. We provide up to 20% discounts for customers, free inspections for them, their friends, families, and discounts on the replacement of the equipment. So right now, we actually had a lot of technical issues using Service Titan to manage those memberships. It actually took us a lot of time to figure out the right setup to make sure that the maintenance events are set up properly, that we have them we perform them in time, to make sure that there is a certain level of automation to send reminders through emails, through text message, to make sure that technicians don't forget to save the card on file. So yeah, there are a lot of technical challenges that actually seriously affect the performance of the membership itself. So yeah, we had to go through a lot of change to make sure that to set up it properly. Right now, we do have about 700 members. I would say we could retain much more if Service Titan had better setup. There are so many hidden issues with Service Titan that prevents you to successfully renew the memberships and retain the customers. So it's kind of ongoing project still.
Okay. Yeah, look, I won't use this as a platform to beat up on Service Titan, right? But there are some major issues with it, and any time, and there's other softwares out there, HubSpot, let's say, HubSpot's a great CRM, but anytime you have multi 7-figure businesses that exist because of how to put your complicated software together, that you're in for some tough times, right? And there are multiple companies that only help people put together Service Titan the right way. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that struggle with the software. But the good thing I will say is, I think with AI and the way things are starting to quickly change, there's going to be some new dispatch software companies that are going to pop up, and they're going to have marketing done the right way with AI combined into it. And that way you can market to your existing customers at the right time with the right message, right? Instead of having to put campaigns together to go, all right, let's create this text message campaign and let's put this group of people in it. Like, no, how about AI go and look at your database and say, y'all collect all that information when you're all on the call. You're taking 50 pictures. You're documenting the age of their water heater and their air conditioning system, their furnace. Well, let AI determine what needs to go to that person at that time. Like, oh, the furnace just hit 9 years old. Well, let's start marketing to that customer and telling them some amazing deals that we have, but it could happen automatically instead of it being an employee that has to go and figure out, who do I put into this group? So I think, Service Titan's had a good run, but my prediction is it will be getting their market share will be affected here soon. So
I'm not sure about that, honestly. Service Titan did a lot of work to get to the point where they are, and there are so many things going on there, and I'm a little bit skeptical about all these AI tools. They're a little bit far from being good. And you actually don't need AI to figure out to target old furnaces. All you need just to have technicians to save the records of the furnace, and you just choose the equipment. I think we're a little bit far from AI automated marketing, just per my opinion, especially after visiting the conference and seeing what they promised, and actually to see how the system works. But yeah, we may see some new softwares, but I'm not sure if they will be able to provide you everything what Service Titan does. There's just a lot of things there.
Yeah. I mean, look, they've done an amazing job, right? But I'll tell you, I've got a client that is a $50 million company that runs their business off of a different marketing CRM and then uses Google Calendar to book their calls because Service Titan messed some things up, like weren't able to get their customer list over, and it caused disaster for them. So the owner, his words to me were like, I would burn Service Titan to the ground if I could, right? And I was like, well, calm down, like he was angry. But so I've seen, if I can see a $50 million company that can run it without something like Service Titan, it just makes me really believe that there's some newer technology coming out that I look, dispatching is from the 70s, right? I mean, like to dispatch a call and to make sure that we've got the right person in the right area, that's not super overly complicated. What needs to take a step up, in my opinion, is the marketing, right? I mean, you've got to be able to be smart to the people that you're communicating with. And I just personally, I mean, you have 700 maintenance contracts, like, just to be able to intelligently be able to communicate with all 700 of those people could be difficult for your internal team. But if there was an AI agent that was dedicated to that communication and knew based off of where they're at, how many maintenance techs you have, where are they located, where are they going to help with that scheduling and moving people around, I just think it's something that humans can't do. Right? I mean, I'm not all about AI. I'm just about being efficient and smart. And I just don't think there's any technology out there personally that allows you to do anything except create a campaign. And then you still got to determine, okay, I'm going to take all the people that have furnaces that are older than this date, put it into this campaign, but it's still there's still a lot of manual steps that have to take place there. And I just feel like all of the data is inside Service Titan. All the data is there. Like if your team puts it in there, it's got everything. Where do people live? First name, last name, their address, the pictures, what equipment they have, like all the stuff is there. Why should we have to go and dig in and say, all right, let's go and possibly send a coupon for a $500 off a tankless water heater offer because this person's got a tank water heater that's getting old? Like you still got to physically go and manually find those people, identify them, and send them some kind of campaign. But I think and again, this is just my opinion. I think this is where AI can help and get smart because the data is there. It can just read it so much faster. But I am curious from y'all's side. Let's talk about marketing, right? Like what did 2019 look like when you started? And then what does it look like today as far as marketing goes? What are y'all doing? What has been that big difference for y'all? What has been that big thing that's really helped y'all grow? And what have been some failures, right? That you can warn other people that mistakes are costly things that y'all did that they shouldn't do.
So before opening company, I did research and I found that first of all, in the internet, we had to grow through internet because we didn't know anyone around here. Okay. And all companies had very poor visibility. They had like dirty pictures. They were posting like dirty compressors, some wires. You just go there and see like a trash, And what we did, we posted beautiful pictures where you can see nice, neat systems. You can see technicians uniformed. So we actually were kind of the first who had beautiful profiles on Yelp. We had a website, which was pretty fresh. And the main advantage we took, I found that none of the companies wanted to share any pricing. So what we did, I asked Vadim to give me price ranges for different scenarios, like what if we replace compressor, what if we replace capacitor, what if we do the refrigerant leak. He gave me pretty doable range of prices, and we use them to inform customers so they can already have certain expectation about prices. And this kind of strategy helped us to retain like almost 100% booking rate on all calls, because I was taking all the calls and scheduling them. So, and then of course, Vadim was there and he provided amazing service. He was collecting reviews everywhere. And within first year, we got like 100 reviews on all platforms and immediately became on the top of all searches. So I think that helped us to kind of pop up in the market. And another thing, what we did, I found about 10, 15 websites where you can publish yourself. And I didn't find any company that was actively everywhere. Someone on Yelp, but they're not on Google. Someone on Thumbtack, but they're not on Yelp. So we were absolutely everywhere. And I made sure that we have best pictures. And well, of course, we did collected a lot of reviews. All this together helped us to grow.
I love it. Is on the digital side, like, or let's say your marketing budget, like how do y'all have split between lead generation and branding? And then what does that mean to y'all? What does branding or advertising, how is that separate for y'all? And what are those things that y'all are doing for each?
You want to respond, Vadim, about branding?
So yeah, we branded with the kick chart. So we kind of our partnership with Tim works because he's handling booking the call, all the marketing stuff, and I'm making sure job done right, sold at the right price. So sales, doing the job, and all these things. Average ticket, it's all on me, but Tim kind of like doing his part. He's really good at that, and that's why our partnership works so well. So yeah, I would say compared to the last year, another big thing that we did, so we started monitoring our booking rate, our conversion rate, average ticket, pricing very carefully, paying really close attention and fighting for every lead. And that's why we were able to generate way higher revenues compared to the last year, just with the same, marketing, almost the same marketing spend. We just got way more efficient, and we kind of like working on building this, like average ticket, closing rate. So just improving text, really focused on training. So it's not only like was marketing that helped us, but brand visibility, branding with kick charge helped a lot. So
I love it. When did y'all come out with this brand originally, or did y'all change it and go like deal it kick charge after y'all were in business for a few years?
Yeah, we rebranded 2021. So and then it helps with the growth significantly. And I think we more and more over the years we're just getting a lot of organic leads. Just people, oh, I saw your truck in the neighborhood. I see you guys everywhere. Not only that, it helps with employee, finding good talent, because everyone like, oh, I see you guys everywhere. How many trucks you have? And yeah, that helps market to our future employees as well.
Yeah, and I love y'all's uniforms. Right? I mean, those little details like that are very important, right? Especially when you talk about recruiting and people, they don't get treated that same way where they're working, and they want to have the nice tools and the nice vehicles and the nice uniforms. So those are big. Do y'all do any like local outreach, like as far as like sponsoring any local events or little league baseball teams and stuff like that, or is it more just on the digital side?
Right now, we support local schools. So just last week, there is a school for kids, Spanish-speaking school. We support them every year. They have events. We're working to support the snow leopard preservation right now. And this is what we do in terms of social responsibility. We didn't do any sports things. I think it's a little early for us.
Okay.
We're not that big to be, to mess with sports team, but maybe very soon. Yeah, they're actually reaching out us very actively. But at this point, I don't see it as a necessity. We use few billboards, but yeah, in 2025, my focus was on SEO and AI search. So I threw more resources there, and it actually worked really well. Maybe in a year or so, we may be open for this type of partnerships. But at this point, we are more focused on technical infrastructure to invest more there.
And what would y'all say I won't ask you specific numbers, but what is your percentage of, what is your marketing percentage to your gross revenue?
It's about 7% right now.
7%. Okay.
Maybe we can get to the 5% next year.
Okay. And so your brand is sticking, right? I mean, because obviously the only way that you ever really lower that percentage is if the brand becomes more well known and people are coming directly to you, even though they've never used you before. What does Urbis mean?
It's a small leopard.
Okay. All right.
It's in mountains between Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. This is where me and Vadim were from there.
Okay. So y'all have actually seen one of those before?
Yeah, it's actually, there is a San Francisco Zoo. There is a couple there as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, y'all got to figure out how to get one as a mascot,
Yeah, and to the point how we can lower it to 5%. Yes, first of all, with organic positions. And second, we built a new automation platform, but it's kind of system where we more aggressively follow up on every unbooked call or unbooked estimate.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident that there are so many lead opportunities being lost by not following up them properly. And if you actually improve efficiency there, you actually don't need that much leads to meet your thresholds. So these two things, I believe, will help us to lower marketing spend.
I agree. I like that. Well, guys, I appreciate the time. This has been an amazing interview. Y'all have done some phenomenal things in the short time that y'all have been here and made it through COVID, and you're flourishing. So one last thing, when you started, was it just air conditioning and then y'all added plumbing and electrical? Did y'all have all three out the gate? What did that look like?
We just had HVAC, but then we added plumbing and electrical because there was high demand on heat pump water heaters, and you replace water heater, you need panel as well.
Yeah. Any advice to companies out there, in similar places, y'all, that they're only doing HVAC, but they know they want to add plumbing and electrical? Any hiccups that y'all experience, or any advice that you would give them, because the people that are looking to do it?
I would say get one thing well, because what we did plumbing, but we just focused on heat pump water heaters. So we trained whole team to install heat pump water heaters, did some comprehensive training. All team members knew that well. Then we kind of switched to water filtration, and basically just doing one thing at a time, training existing team, with new process, and new things, and we kind of started building up from there.
I love it. That's
I would say my advice will be to have a mission for your company and your brand, not just providing good service, but figure out something more valuable and having something more interesting in your company that can attract people other than just your services.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, at Urbis, our mission is to help homeowners have energy efficient and comfortable homes. And we built our content around that and our branding. So when you have some higher mission, rather than just be a home services company, it can help you to be unique on the market and build communication with your audience.
I love it. That's great advice. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. I appreciate it so much. Y'all stick around just 1 minute, and I will say bye to y'all offline. But thank y'all very much. I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.